What if I told you that some of rock music's greatest love stories lasted longer than many of the bands that made them famous? In a world known for broken relationships, constant touring, and life under the spotlight, a few remarkable couples built marriages that endured for more than 50 years. Their journeys are filled with loyalty, sacrifice, and a kind of love that seems almost impossible today. In this video, we'll revisit some of the longest-lasting marriages in rock history and uncover the secrets behind their extraordinary devotion. As you watch, tell us in the comments, which star is your favorite? What kind of person do you think they are behind the fame? And what do you believe is the secret to a lasting marriage? For generations of rock fans, Alice Cooper was the ultimate master of shock rock. With his dark stage makeup, theatrical performances, and unforgettable hits, he built a career unlike anyone else in music. Yet behind the dramatic image was a love story that proved far more enduring than many people ever expected. Alice married dancer and choreographer Cheryl Goddard in 1976, after the two met while she was performing in his legendary Welcome to My Nightmare tour. What began as a professional partnership soon grew into a deep, personal bond. As Alice's fame continued to rise, Cheryl remained a steady presence by his side, helping create a foundation that would carry them through both triumph and hardship. Their marriage faced its greatest challenge during the early 1980s when Alice struggled with severe alcohol addiction. The crisis became so serious that their relationship was pushed to the brink. For a time, it seemed their love story might end like so many others in the world of rock and roll. But instead of giving up, they fought through the darkness together. Alice's commitment to sobriety helped rebuild not only his health and career, but also the trust and stability within their marriage. By 2026, Alice and Cheryl reached the remarkable milestone of 50 years together. In an industry known for broken relationships and fleeting romances, their half-century marriage stands as a rare achievement. Their story is a reminder that lasting love is not built on perfection, but on forgiveness, loyalty, resilience, and the willingness to stand together through life's most difficult seasons. Few voices in rock and pop history are as instantly recognizable as Bonnie Tyler's. With her powerful, raspy vocals and unforgettable hit Total Eclipse of the Heart, she became one of the defining voices of the 1980s. Yet while millions of fans around the world fell in love with her music, the greatest love story in her life began long before international fame arrived. In 1973, Bonnie married Robert Sullivan, years before her dramatic voice would make her a global superstar. At the time, neither could have predicted the extraordinary journey that lay ahead. As Bonnie's career grew from local performances in Wales to sold-out concerts around the world, Robert remained a constant source of support and stability. Unlike many celebrity spouses who seek the spotlight, he preferred a quieter life, focusing on business while providing a dependable foundation for their marriage. Over the decades, Bonnie experienced the highs and lows that come with a long career in the music industry. Musical trends changed. Generations of artists came and went, and the entertainment world evolved dramatically. Through it all, Robert stood by her side. Their relationship was never built on publicity or headlines. Instead, it was strengthened by mutual respect, loyalty, and a shared commitment to protecting their private life. What makes their story especially remarkable is its consistency. In an industry often associated with short-lived romances and public breakups, Bonnie and Robert chose a different path. More than 5 decades after exchanging vows, their marriage remains one of rock music's quiet success stories. Their enduring partnership reminds us that true love is not always the loudest story. Sometimes the strongest relationships are the ones built away from the cameras, sustained by trust, devotion, and a lifetime of standing together through every season of life. For millions of fans, Jon Bon Jovi was the ultimate rock and roll heartthrob. With his striking blue eyes, unmistakable voice, and a string of arena-filling hits, he became one of the most recognizable stars of the 1980s and beyond. As fame exploded around him, countless admirers followed his every move. Yet the most important relationship in his life began long before the sold-out concerts, platinum albums, and worldwide success. John married his high school sweetheart, Dorothea Hurley, in 1989 during one of the busiest periods of his career. Their decision surprised many fans at the time. Rather than embracing the glamorous celebrity lifestyle that often surrounds rock stardom, John chose to build his future with the woman who had known him before the fame. Dorothea had seen the young dreamer behind the music and remained a steady presence as his life changed in extraordinary ways. Over the decades, the couple faced many of the same challenges that have ended countless celebrity marriages. Long tours, constant media attention, and the pressures of global fame could easily have pulled them apart. Instead, they focused on family, mutual respect, and maintaining a sense of normalcy despite living in an extraordinary world. Together, they raised 4 children and built a life that remained remarkably grounded. What makes their story so inspiring is not simply its longevity, but the loyalty behind it. While many rock stars became known for turbulent personal lives, John and Dorothea created something far rarer. More than 3 decades after saying, "I do," they continue to stand as one of rock music's most enduring couples. Their journey is a powerful reminder that true commitment is not measured by fame or fortune, but by choosing the same person, year after year, through every success, challenge, and chapter of life. Few figures in rock history have been as unforgettable as Ozzy Osbourne. Known around the world as the Prince of Darkness, he built a legendary career through his work with Black Sabbath and as a solo artist, becoming one of the most influential voices in heavy metal. Yet behind the wild stage persona, shocking headlines, and larger-than-life reputation was a marriage that endured challenges few couples could imagine. Ozzy married Sharon in 1982, beginning a partnership that would become one of the most remarkable relationships in rock music. Their connection extended far beyond romance. Sharon became a trusted advisor, business partner, and eventually the driving force behind much of Ozzy's professional success. Together, they transformed his career and helped build a global entertainment empire that spanned music, television, and popular culture. Their marriage was never without struggle. Over the years, the couple faced addiction battles, health crises, financial pressures, public controversies, and periods of deep personal difficulty. There were moments when many observers believed their relationship could not survive, yet time and again, they found a way to rebuild and move forward. Their willingness to confront problems rather than walk away became one of the defining characteristics of their partnership. As Ozzy grew older and faced increasingly serious health challenges, Sharon remained firmly by his side. She continued to advocate for him, protect his legacy, and support him through some of the most difficult chapters of his life. While their relationship was often turbulent, it was also rooted in a level of loyalty rarely seen in the entertainment industry. More than 4 decades after saying, "I do," Ozzy and Sharon remain one of rock's most enduring couples. Their story reminds us that lasting love is not about avoiding hardship, but about finding the strength to face it together, again and again, through every triumph and every storm. During the height of the 1980s heavy metal explosion, few frontmen were more recognizable than Dee Snider. As the fearless leader of Twisted Sister, he became famous for his towering presence, rebellious attitude, and unforgettable stage image. With songs that defined an era and performances that energized packed arenas, Dee emerged as one of rock's most distinctive personalities. Yet behind the makeup, the headlines, and the larger-than-life persona stood one constant source of support: his wife, Susette. Dee and Susette married in 1981, just as his career was beginning its remarkable rise. Long before Twisted Sister became a household name, Susette believed in Dee's talent and stood beside him through the uncertainty that often comes with chasing a dream in the music industry. She also played an important role in encouraging and influencing the bold visual style that helped make him instantly recognizable to fans around the world. As the years passed, their relationship endured far more than the highs of rock stardom. Together, they navigated changing musical trends, the decline of the glam metal era, new television opportunities, business ventures, and the responsibilities of raising a family. While many rock marriages struggled under the pressures of fame, Dee and Susette built a partnership based on trust, mutual respect, and a shared sense of purpose. What makes their story especially inspiring is its longevity. Through every reinvention and every new chapter, Susette remained not only Dee's wife, but also one of his closest confidants and strongest supporters. More than 4 decades after exchanging vows, they continue to represent one of rock music's most enduring love stories. Their journey proves that behind many great careers is a loyal partner whose belief, encouragement, and unwavering commitment help make lasting success possible. For many fans of classic rock, Pat Benatar's voice remains one of the most powerful and recognizable sounds of the era. With unforgettable hits such as Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Love Is a Battlefield, and We Belong, she became one of the defining female artists of the late 20th century. Yet one of the most important stories behind her success was not only about music, but also about a remarkable partnership that has endured for decades. Pat married guitarist and producer Neil Giraldo in 1982, but their connection began even earlier when they started working together professionally. From the very beginning, their chemistry was undeniable. Neil's musical instincts complemented Pat's extraordinary voice, helping create a sound that would become instantly recognizable to millions of listeners. Together, they crafted hit records, electrifying live performances, and a career that stood the test of time. What made their relationship unique was the way they successfully balanced marriage and collaboration. Many couples find it difficult to separate work from personal life, especially under the pressures of fame and constant touring. Pat and Neil, however, turned their partnership into one of their greatest strengths. Through chart-topping success, changing musical trends, and the challenges of raising a family, they continued to support one another both on and off the stage. Over the years, they became far more than husband and wife. They evolved into one of rock music's most respected creative teams, proving that artistic collaboration and lasting love can coexist. More than 4 decades after exchanging vows, their bond remains rooted in mutual admiration, trust, and a shared passion for music. Their story serves as a powerful reminder that some of the greatest partnerships are built not only on romance, but also on friendship, respect, and the ability to grow together through every chapter of life. For generations of rock fans, Richie Blackmore will always be remembered as one of the greatest guitarists in music history. Through his groundbreaking work with Deep Purple and later with Rainbow, he helped define the sound of hard rock and heavy metal. His electrifying solos, classical influences, and uncompromising artistic vision earned him legendary status. Yet one of the most meaningful chapters of his life began far away from the loud arenas and high-energy performances that made him famous. After many years together, Blackmore married singer and songwriter Candace in 2008. By then, they had already built not only a lasting relationship, but also a unique musical partnership. Together, they created Blackmore's Night, a project inspired by Renaissance and medieval music that allowed them to explore a completely different artistic direction. The group's gentle melodies, acoustic arrangements, and historical themes stood in sharp contrast to the thunderous rock sound that had defined much of Blackmore's earlier career. For many fans, the transformation was surprising. The guitarist, once known for massive stadium performances, gradually embraced a quieter and more intimate musical world. Candace became both his creative collaborator and his life partner, helping shape a new chapter centered on artistry, family, and personal fulfillment. Over the years, the couple built a peaceful life in New York, raising their children while continuing to write, record, and perform together. Rather than chasing the relentless pace of the rock and roll lifestyle, they chose a path that prioritized balance and meaningful experiences. Their story demonstrates that success does not always mean remaining the same person forever. Sometimes, the greatest achievement is finding someone who inspires growth, creativity, and happiness. For Richie Blackmore and Candace Knight, that partnership has become one of the most enduring and harmonious love stories in the world of rock music. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.